Hello everybody and welcome back to another My Porch Prints tutorials. This is Kyra and today I'm going to be showing you how to make paperclip embellishments 3 different ways using our new Purple Roses kits. So I will have those linked down below if you are interested. And to begin, we will be starting with some hidden paper clips, and then moving on from that we will be making some paperclip charms that look like these. And then finally, we will be making some paperclip page tabs to go onto the top of your journal that look like these. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, to begin, we are going to be making those hidden paper clips. So go ahead and find 3 paper clips to use. They don't have to be anything special or fancy or, expensive. Like some of these tend to be a little bit pricier when they are decorative because we're going to be hiding them anyway. So 3 regular paper clips will do. And then you're going to need a sheet of regular paper, 8.5 by 11 will do just fine. And we're going to fold it in half the long way and add our paper clips on top. And how much space between the paper clips really depends on how big you want them to be. Mine are going to be fairly small today, so I'm just going to give them a couple of inches or so of space. Doesn't have to be anything perfect. And then we're going to be using a decorative sheet of paper to cover up the top. So again, 8.5 by 11 and just folding it in half over the top of that first sheet. So right over that creased edge where we put the paper clips like this, and then flatten that out. And then I'm going to find the ephemera pieces I want to use to make my hidden paper clips. So I'm just finding some that are similar shapes and sizes here. And I'm just laying them out to kind of get an idea of how much I will need to cut off of the bottom and sort of just making sure everything is spaced out with enough space between them. And then I'm going to take those and keep them in their pairs and sort of set them to the side. And grabbing some glue, I am using Fabri-Tac because it is not water-based and won't wrinkle my paper. I am going to be going around all of those paper clips with that glue, making sure that there is plenty on there, top, bottom, side, all over. And then we are going to fold that decorative paper over the top again, just like this, and flatten it out. And then folding that paper and flipping it over like this, we're going to open it up and do the same thing to the other side. Just like that. And then letting it dry. Once it's done, we are going to be cutting the paper up into portions. So go ahead and cut off the non-folded edge, and then feeling where your paper clips are with like your thumb, go ahead and cut around it like this. And how thin and how short your piece is really depends on the size of your ephemera pieces. You just want to cut them small enough that they are hidden behind your ephemera piece like this so that it's not sticking out. And then another thing to remember is that the top of your paper clip is what will be sticking at the top of your page like this, because it can't go any lower than that. So where you glue it onto your ephemera piece dictates how high up the ephemera piece will be from your page or wherever you're paper clipping it onto. So I'm going to keep mine towards the top of my ephemera piece because I don't want it sticking out of my journal too much. So I'm going to glue mine down right about there. So just adding some glue to one side of the hidden paper clip and gluing it down to my ephemera piece. Now, I did forget to ink my edges until right after this point. So before you glue everything together, you might want to ink your edges. It might just make things a little bit easier, but it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to be taking some Dusty Concord is the name of the color in the Tim Holtz Distress ink, and then I'm just going to be going around the edge of my ephemera pieces, both the inside and the outside, front and back on both pieces, and then just gluing that second piece down on top to the other side of the hidden paper clip like this, just like so. And again, going in with that Distress ink there, and that'll just kind of hide those white edges so they're not so distinct, and it kind of makes the whole thing look a little more cohesive. And then punching a hole in the top and adding just a little bit of ribbon to this one for decoration. This is what the hidden paper clip looks like when you're done. And it just goes ahead and sandwiches on to a paper just like any paper clip would. You just kind of open it up here. I'm just gonna pull this apart to show you with a little more exaggeration here. And it goes right in between those sheets, right in the center of your paper clip, and you just go ahead and slide it on like this. And there you go. Now you have a hidden paper clip that you can sort of see from both sides, front and back, what that looks like. Just a kind of fun, pretty little craft here. And I'm going to go ahead and do that same thing with these other pieces that I have. I'm going to go ahead and trim this one up real fast to match the back a little bit better. And then again, going in with my distress ink on all of the edges, and then gluing those hidden paper clips in between those ephemera pieces, just like this. Inking those edges, making sure that my paper clip is small enough. And if it's a little too big, you can always trim your paper clip down a little bit more to make sure it's hidden, just like that. And then you can embellish these as much as you want. So I'm going to add like a small bulb pin and a little fussy cut to just make a quick little charm here in the corner of my tag, just like this. Of course, this is optional, but if you want to, you could add lace, you could add bows, you could add buttons, or you could just leave them plain as is. All right, and that is going to finish up the hidden paper clips. So let's go ahead and move on to the paperclip charms. So I've gone ahead and laid out everything I will need right here. So to begin, I do have some of these rose fussy cuts that are optional. You can use any fussy cut you want for this and any paper. For these portions, I actually took the belly band out of the kit and just shredded it into 3 pieces and went around the edges with a little bit of distress ink. And I'm going to begin by taking one of those pieces and one of the paper clips, and I'm just going to sandwich the paper clip onto the piece of paper like this. Just sort of sticking it on there like that, and then we are going to be rolling the paper around the paper clip like this. And that should hold it in place fairly well. Let's just go ahead and give it a couple of tight rolls like this. And then we are going to be gluing the remaining like flap here down using a little bit of glue. So just go ahead and take whatever glue you have on hand and glue this edge down to secure it in place. And that's going to make the paper clip look a little bit prettier, a little more decorative. You can use any papers for this. Again, it's entirely up to you. You could do multiple papers, like torn and wrapped around, to give it kind of a layered look, as thick as you want. I'm just going to go ahead and stick with one today. So let's go ahead and do that with the other 2 that we have, and then we are going to start building the top half of the charm. So taking this little ring I have here, I'm going to add that to the top of the paper clip like this. And then I have these mini paper clips, which we will have all of these items linked down below. So if you are curious about where we got certain pieces for this, you can go ahead and look in the description box and we will have them linked there. So taking the mini paper clip, and we are just going to attach that to the ring. And then for the bottom half of the paper clip, I'm going to be taking a bulb pin and adding a charm to it. And then using the sharp point of the bulb pin, we're going to sort of pierce through the center of the bow. So be careful while doing this. You don't want to accidentally prick yourself. So just take your time, but it should be able to kind of stick on there just like this. And it'll kind of hold it in place on the bulb pin, just like so. And then we are going to take the bulb pin and we are going to add it to the paperclip charm on the bottom, just like this. Again, be careful when closing your bulb pin up. And there you go. That is going to be your charm nearly finished. The last piece is we are going to be taking our fussy cut flowers. Again, this is optional, but I'm going to go around them with a little bit of distress ink just so that they're not so blank on the back when the charm spins around. You could print something on the back of this or add another fussy cut to the other side. It's entirely up to you. This is just what I'm doing today. And I'm going to glue that down in the center of the paper clip just like that. And this is what the finished charms look like. sort of fun, sort of pretty. You can go with any colors you want. I'm sort of sticking to a similar palette for all three of them. And you can hang them from the top of your journal on the cover. You could clip them to the bottom if you want. You could also clip them to different ephemera pieces or pockets on the inside of your journal. Or if you want to, you could clip them on the side like this. And if you do that for all of them on various pages, you kind of get like a sort of pretty layered charm effect on the side of your journal that's kind of popular with different junk journals that people make. So go ahead and put them wherever you want. And to finish today's video, we are going to be doing a couple of these paperclip tabs. Now, to save yourself some trouble, if you wanted to, you could print these out front and back. I wanted mine to have some lined paper on the back to like write on. So because I forgot to print them double-sided at first, I'm doing, you know, the quick and dirty method, or not so quick, I suppose, of gluing them down to a sheet of lined paper and then cutting around them again like this. And that is going to give you a little bit of writing space if you want to write like different portions on them. Like if you're journaling, you might say like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, something like that on them. You could write on the backs of them, and that kind of lets them work like page tabs. And then I'm going around them with a little bit of distress ink, and to attach them to the paper clips, I'm going to sort of move the paper clip down towards the bottom half of my fussy cut flower, and I'm going to mark a little dot of where I want to punch a hole out on the back of my paperclip tab like this. And then using a micro hole punch, we're just going to punch that out. And you could definitely glue these down if you want to do it that way. I wanted to use brads because I feel like brads are kind of underutilized and I want to find some new ways of using them. So I've never done this before, but I gave it a shot and it worked out really well. So you're just going to go ahead and stick the brad through the front of your rose or your flower or your fussy cut of whatever you're using. And then go ahead and take the prongs and sort of flatten them over the top of the paper clip like this. Make sure you give it a nice squeeze. It should be pretty flat there. And it holds your fussy cut onto the paper clip just like that. And they do have the possibility of swiveling a little bit if you want to do that, or you can just leave them still. And to finish it up, I'm going to be taking these little butterflies that are with the Purple Roses Fussy Cut kit, and I'm going to be folding them in half to give them a little bit of a 3D pop. And you can use it to cover up the brad if you want, or you could put them anywhere on the flower. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to go ahead and add a good glob of glue right to the center of the butterfly and glue it down right here. And it looks something like this when you're done. And then it just slides onto the top of your page or your tag or whatever, just like this. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to these other two here. And of course you can make as many of these as you want for your journal. I'm just going to go ahead and stick with 3 today. And when those are done, they look something like this. Alright, so that is going to complete today's tutorial of making paperclip embellishments 3 different ways. I hope you had some fun and got some new inspiration. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye!